So what I'm going to be talking about in this video here is people coming out of nowhere and proclaiming themselves as the best. So a lot of people that have been following COD for a long time, including myself, there's always people that are very solid at the game, which there's, I would say, around 10% of players that are profoundly really good. You see them all the time, whether it's on montage feeds, whether they're still streaming, making videos today. Prime example of like the OG snipers. I'm mainly going to be talking about snipers, people who do custom matches, etc., etc. Like you have people like FaZe Jeff, you have people like FaZe Kitty, you have people like Dams that overall in the COD community have said that they are some of the best snipers that you'll come across. Then you have people that come out of the woodwork, like I've said before, that nobody's ever heard of. They're really good at the game, but then they just give themselves the title. I'm also somebody that has done a victim of that, but I kind of had a reason behind it. I was in Vanguard at the time. I was one of the only people using the melees for throwing. I was one of the only people that was sniping consistently to get high up. In S&D, I was top 300. And yeah, I know, dead game. Game that nobody was playing at the time. There was still quite a bit of people playing that game, even for competitive ranked as well. They were averaging around, I would say, 20,000 to 50,000 average players a day, which is how most games are. Rainbow Six is like that right now. But now they kind of died out in the streaming side of things. But the main reason why I'm making this video is because there's people that come out of nowhere. Like, for example, we have X Dice. He's somebody that recently just started coming up on my For You page on TikTok, which I know it's kind of like a rabbit hole on TikTok. People, once they see that you like a certain type of content, you don't get a bunch of it. He's proclaiming himself as the best sniper in Modern Warfare 2. Towards the end of the game's life cycle, when nobody's playing it. That's the one thing that's like irritating me the most, is like there's people that still play Modern Warfare 2 that can compete at his level consistently, but he's gonna give himself that title and show his crazy trick shots, which he does. He really does. He has some crazy ones. He leaped off of the one bridge of the newer map and got a 360 silent shot into somebody. Crazy play. But people that are humble and consistently get plays like kill feeds and everything like that, they don't have to say it. It shows for itself. So like, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm not dissing the people that I'm going to be mentioning. But in order for you to call yourself the best, I always live by you gotta face the best. And I know it's kind of hard to face people, get in contact with like Bams, Kitty, you know, but you gotta work your way up to it. Like, I know people that get crazy kill feeds on TikTok, and they're known on TikTok, and they're not really known on YouTube, but they're also able to make the same types of plays. Like, I'll give a prime example right now. You got, it's Mist Yo. He used to be just called Mist, but he is, I would say, probably the king of sniping for free-for-all. He's able to get multiple kill feeds, 10, 12 at a time. He's somebody that you could go up against, and he would be a challenge for you. There was another guy that I wanted to mention, but for some reason he kind of fell off my radar. Like, I don't get videos of him anymore. I don't know if he deleted his shit or what. I wouldn't say that he's the best sniper, because even though he's really solid with his shots, very consistent, he's one of those spawn trapping guys. And on top of him, he's somebody's not really eager to show people that he is the best, even though he posts him shitting on people. He's kind of like one of those content creators where when he sees somebody that has an ego, that's average at the game, or maybe a little bit above average, that he knows he could beat, mind you, he knows he could beat, then he'll challenge the person. He'll never go out of his way to find somebody that's better than him to challenge himself. That's the type of player he is. Another prime example of a really good sniper for Modern Warfare, more on the Warzone side of things, the Unbothered Hero. People think that he hacks, people think he's legit. Me personally, I don't care if he hacks or if he doesn't. He makes solid clips for people to enjoy, and even him just interacting with the people in the game is like, yeah, you thought you were gonna win that, bro. You shouldn't have challenged me, like stuff like that. It's entertaining to watch. And he's somebody that I think for a while is profound in the sniping community when it comes to it. But I'm listing off all these names of people who are pretty solid. Like 19 snipers consistently for years have been known for getting amazing clips with sniping, all the way from the original Modern Warfare 2, but nobody's heard of them. There's some people, they have a decent following, like I think 10,000, something like that, but they've been around for a long time and have been making clips like this. So, underlining thing. So honestly, when it comes to the whole thing, at least on the knife side of Call of Duty, you see people that are willing to issue a challenge. I don't know if people have heard of it or not, but like Ghost Caldera, very well known for the original Warzone, in Caldera for his knife plays. I believe it was Knifes Down, somebody related to that name. There's a couple of them, along with a couple other profound knife throwers that are pretty solid at it. They've done kill races on Warzone. That's an example of somebody testing to see if they deserve the title. Now, like, if I relate back to my past again, I've challenged people from Vanguard that, was saying that they were doing the same thing as me, saying that they're one of the best snipers and, they're doing the melee stuff. I challenged people and then earned the title. I didn't just give it to me. I know I said towards the beginning that I did, but at first it was like that, and then over time I earned it. Now, it honestly is no different than with, like, I don't know, doing 8s. A lot of people for this game, because ranked play was so unstable with hackers and, server stability, they resorted to going onto Discord and running 8s, or what it was in, Activision run 20s. Those people, I don't know if you know. If you've experienced facing them, then you understand. They don't like facing people at their own level. They really don't. So I was in a unique situation where I was recruiting people, I was getting to know people, and blasey blasey. So we eventually get to the point where I went up against a Erie team in Head Glitch Gaming. Erie, Crimson players, pretty solid. And then I also knew people from who I was training with that were also an all Erie squad, or that level of players. These guys are so stubborn and so like egotistical that they will not do this type of challenge unless, they have their own parameters met. And what I mean by that is, it's like, for example, you can either run full scrims, or you do just playing on certain maps on hardpoint. When one of them didn't want to do the other, they ended up just saying, fuck it, we're not doing it. When I told them originally, I just want to see how two Erie level teams would play against each other and like record it and then be able to study and everything. But they wouldn't have it. But, anytime you mention those same people, they'd be more than willing to face people that are lower divisions than them. I shit you not, anytime that we mentioned, oh yeah, we're running 8s, those Erie players were right online so they could go on and shit on us, and they were toxic as fuck. I don't understand the premise of, being very at a higher level than another group of people, and then, you shit talk them and everything, but once it comes to facing people at your level, you fucking dodge that shit quick. That's the thing I don't understand. Is like, nobody wants to face something that's greater than themselves. And that's one of the things that I could give myself props for, and the team that I was running with, because we were consistently around gold free, maybe like mid-plat level as a team, and then because we put ourselves through that hell, we were able to face diamond and crim teams. Like, it was like when we first started. So, I guess to wrap this up, like I always say, if you're going to issue and give yourself a title, it should be earned through your actions. Whether it's, you facing people and then you get the title like on your own, or a bunch of people recognize you as the next big thing. So, there was a couple other names I wanted to mention. These are just some highlight people that are pretty solid in the sniping community before I skedaddle. I know I mentioned the 19 snipers. I know Futives, that's another guy that was pretty good. He was more of an AR guy, but he was known for being crazy in COD, especially with his sniper trick shots in Modern Warfare 2019, you know, stuff like that. But you go in here, Nightmares, someone I like to mention because he's somebody that kind of doesn't say he's the best, but he's pretty solid with his sniping. He doesn't always do sniping clips, it's kind of like, you know, high kill stuff. But Nightmare, N-I-I-T-E-X, Mare, M-A-R-E, and then there's X between each one of those. Somebody to check out. And then Metro, somebody that used to post a lot of clips like that, but kind of stopped recently. I don't know if I'm just not getting stuff anymore or what. But if I missed any snipers that, you know, you guys could think of that are pretty cracked or would be competition for somebody that would be considered the best sniper, feel free to let me know down in the comments. And I'm going to probably be taking these clips